Kevin, what are you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. What's up, guys? I'm here with Kevin today, and I had to make a video on this because I didn't know if this would work. And as Kevin will say,
it worked.
It worked. So, what's going on is, if you remember in the previous video, and actually, yeah, in the previous video, I was talking about I didn't know how to remove those, like, water spots that were on the glass, and I'm not even gonna, like, you could see them there. But okay, there we go. So, right there, if you can see all of these spots, that's all water spots. It's really hard to pick up on the camera, but they're a lot more visible in person, and this goes across the entire across all of the entire windows, really, except for, again, the front windshield, as that has been replaced in the last few years. But it's really hard to get the camera to focus on them. But I was talking about how I didn't know how to remove those, but I found a way. So I did some research, and I watched a couple YouTube videos, and you know, did some research into it, because, you know, YouTube is research nowadays. And the stuff that I found works is this stuff right here, which is the Chemical Guys water spot remover. There's a heavy duty water spot remover. There's an RX one that they make, or they used to make, but I couldn't find it. So I think maybe because the YouTube video that I watched was like 3 years or 4 years old, that they stopped making that and they replaced that with this, but I'm not entirely sure. But what I do know is I bought a buffer, orbital buffer, or sander, or polisher, or whatever you want to call it, and I put some of that on it and did just like the video I watched said to do. I covered up here with painter's tape and masking tape, I should say, and I went across and I polished all this side and stopped there on the windshield. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but from what we see, this entire side of the windshield is completely cleaned, and this side there's still the water spots. I really wish the camera would focus so I could show you guys what I'm talking about, but it's just not going to do it with how the light's reflecting off the back. It's just not going to focus. But what we're going to do is we're going to put some of that stuff on the orbital sander, polish, or whatever, and go and do this window over again, except the whole thing instead of just the half. Then do the back windows, the back window itself, the other side windows of the car, and then the mirrors. That mirror there, on that side over there, really doesn't need to be done. But this one here does, and there's a clear example of those water spots here. The camera should pick that up. You can easily see them there, all over the mirror. So this stuff should remove those as well, with no problem. And then, of course, go and remove the ones on the windows. But yeah, so we're gonna go do that, and it works. I don't know what else to say. It works. Update. Remember that mirror that was all bad? Well, I didn't wipe it off yet, but I touched it, and you can see I haven't even wiped it off yet. They're all gone. All those brown spots I showed on this glass or mirror, completely gone. I just wiped it on and it was gone. You can ask Kevin my reaction when that happens.
It was gone. You touched
I was like, look, this is how it went, guys. All right. I don't know if I'm in a frame. I was looking at it. I'm in frame, Kevin. I was looking at it. I wiped it on. I looked back at Kevin, and some guy came up, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Bryce." And I'm like, "No. I'm Bryce." And then we went back and forth, but I'm Bryce, you know. And then I shook his hand, and it was nice to meet him and everything. And then he left. And when I looked back at the glass, voice crack. When I looked back at the glass, it was gone. They were just, the water spots were gone, and I was like, what? I mean, this stuff, whatever's in this stuff is like, focus camera. Focus camera. Kevin, touch right there on the screen. Touch the bottle. Yeah. This stuff is magical. Okay? 5 stars. 5 stars. Yeah, so we're gonna go and do this window, that window, and then we already did the back, and we also did the windshield, and they're all turning out great. And then I'm gonna rinse the whole car off because the stuff said it was acidic. Yeah, I'm gonna rinse it off because I just want to make sure that nothing sits on like the trim and whatever and stains it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next video. I don't know if we're in frame, but Kevin and I are out. All right.